Yeah, French onion soup. It's almost...
I wonder if we could make it.
Well, we could make anything. We made a baby. Duh. Of course we can make French onion soup. What are we going to talk about?
This, that, and the other.
All right. Ready?
Set. Keto.
I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
We show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
And our goal is to help you and ourselves lose weight and keep it off.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and get ready.
Set keto. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm smashing my Brussels sprouts. Smashing them. They're softened.
And what are you going to do with them after they're smashed?
I want to put garlic on them and Parmesan. Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere.
What about the butter?
Oh, yeah, butter. Butter's always good.
All right. It's Thursday. Emily's doing something weird with the Brussels sprouts. And I made ribs in the Instant Pot. And then, okay, so I seasoned them real good with salt, a little bit of cayenne, onion and garlic powder. And then I put them I cut them in quarters and put them in the Instant Pot. I made 2 racks of baby back ribs. Put them in the Instant Pot for 35 minutes and took them out, put them in the oven at 425. They've been in there for about 15 minutes with just a little bit of sugar-free barbecue, and we'll be back and you can watch us eat it.
Really?
It's got its napkin and it's got its food. Look. Cover Emily's face so to focus. Well, anyway, ribs, baby back ribs, and mashed.
Brussels sprouts with garlic and butter.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think she even put Parmesan on it. She just forgot to say.
I did. And I love Brussels sprouts. I broil them.
It's good. So, ribs. They're good.
It's our Thursday night.
How is it?
It's good.
Did you try the rib? Mm-hmm. You're supposed to eat it with your fingers.
But I can eat it with a fork. It's that tender. I put butter on mine.
On your rib?
Yeah.
Let the bones just separate.
Mm-hmm. Noah doesn't even know. This is like one of his favorites.
I got these
as far as steak or ribs.
I got these baby back ribs a couple, like, maybe a month or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. It was before BBB&E. I've had them in the freezer. Guess how much I paid per rack? Oh, the sticker was.
How much?
$5.
And you only bought 2?
No, I think we bought 4, and we ate 2 then.
Okay.
And then we froze 2.
But since then, we got the Instant Pot.
Since then, we got the Instant Pot, and
this is the way to make them. You put them in the Instant Pot, and then put them in the oven.
Once again, recap. Instant Pot. I seasoned them, seasoned the tar out of them. Put them in the Instant Pot with 1 cup of beef broth. And then, after I had them all standing up in the Instant Pot around, because this is 2 racks. So it was 8 sections. I quartered them.
On their side, yeah.
Then, I seasoned the tar out of them again. It had a cup of beef broth. I set them for 35 minutes, and then I let the pressure come off only for 5 because I'm still impatient.
Yeah.
And then put them in the oven at 425 for like 10 minutes. And these things are fall off the bone, but not too fall off the bone. Like you can, yeah, I was still
They're
able.
not overcooked.
They're not overcooked. I was able to reach in with tongs, get them out of the Instant Pot, and they did not fall apart. And then I put a little bit of sugar-free barbecue on them, put them in the oven on 425, and that's how it's done.
You did put barbecue on them?
Just a touch.
Can't even taste it.
So I was wearing a glove, and I just sprinkled some on there, and I kind of painted it on the ribs before I put them in the oven.
I mean, I'm eating mine with a fork, if that tells you.
Yes, this is the way to do it.
Use your napkin.
The only thing I wish... Why?
Your face.
What's wrong with my face?
You have on your face.
The only thing I wish I would have done is maybe just a couple drops of like a liquid smoke in there with them.
They're good.
Other than that, yeah, these are delicious. This is the way, and this is Thursday night. We will see you tomorrow. All right, it's Saturday, and we didn't do any vlogging on Friday because I went to work. She got a tattoo, as you can see. I will, yeah.
I'll show a picture.
We're zooming in on that. And before we move on,
It's cold here in Ohio.
It is cold today. There's actually snow outside, which is really weird because it's supposed to be 50 again tomorrow. And here's a random fat picture of us.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
I figured, why not just show, when you find a fat picture, you show it.
Okay.
All right, so that is what we look like before the world changed, and we amazed ourselves. So Emily is now 25.
Yep.
Close. How old are you?
39. My last year, my 30s, right?
You know, do you want to talk about your tattoo that you did?
My tattoo? Okay. What do you mean?
I don't know. I just thought maybe you'd want to talk about it. It looks really good.
It does look really good.
I hope the camera zooms in good enough to show it.
Yeah. Or we can put a picture up. So it's healing.
It is a lion and a rose.
It is. My very first tattoo 20 years ago was of a lion that looks pretty horrible. It's pretty rough. And it is on my shoulder blade. And I have always had a love for lions. Always. And if you notice in my art room, our last video, I have a lot of different lion
trinkets. Yeah, when I met, she had a bunch of trinkets of lions and
everywhere. So I've always had a huge love for lions. I wanted a rose here. I plan on adding to this with some roses. My mom passed away back in 2001, and her favorite flower was a purple rose. And my sister passed away back in 2010, and hers was a dark red rose. So I do want to add a couple of roses to this in memory of them. So finally have that piece started.
Do you want to explain the shamrock?
I do have a small shamrock right here. That shamrock was a tattoo that I got not long after my mom passed away, and she passed away on St. Patrick's Day.
And her brother says it looks like a booger.
So I do plan on getting that fixed up and included. That's why I didn't have it covered up when I got this tattoo. And I have a piece of paper that I carry in my purse with mom written on it by my mom. So I plan on getting that on there as well. So that is my little story behind that.
All right. Weight loss.
Weight loss, 1.4.
1.4. Well. Derek, what was your weight loss?
3 pounds.
Derek lost 3 pounds.
What about you?
I lost 0.8.
0.8.
0.8.
Almost a pound.
And it's funny because, so last week when I said I was down 73 pounds. Well, it was really like, I'm still 73 pounds because I was 0.2, almost there. So I'm still at exactly 73 pounds, and that's just how it works.
And I'm down 46.
46
I'm at
pounds.
180 even.
So what is your goal?
My goal is 150, so I have 30 pounds to lose.
And my goal
to get to that goal.
I am 31 pounds to go to get to 210.
So we're both at 30?
No, I'm at 31.
Oh, 31. Huh.
So I have some catching up. I'm gonna pass her. But it should be the way it should be kind of be.
It's all right. I'm okay with that.
It should be even now, because before you had what, 70?
I feel like it's just a constant.
You had 76 to go when we started, and I had 104.
Yeah.
So, I've caught up. So I feel like our weight loss should be kind of fair now.
Yeah. I was talking to Nathan because it's like it's only a pound, or it's only 0.8 of a pound. My other brother, Nathan, lost over 100 pounds doing keto. And
Is he still on keto?
he still does keto loosely, but yes.
Loosely?
Loosely, yeah.
Would that be dirty or lazy?
Yeah. But you know what? He still looks good over 100 pounds.
He looks good for a guy.
For my brother.
And a guy.
And
maybe he'd look better if he wasn't bald.
but he brought up a good point
Bald's
to me.
just not attractive.
He brought up a good point to me.
What?
He said, if somebody came to me and they said they needed help, what do you do? What did you do? And if I told you you can lose 50 pounds in a year, would you agree to it?
Yeah.
So, 50 pounds in a year is a little less than a pound a week.
Well, yeah. And I'm perfectly, in the beginning when I had such a big goal of 104 pounds, I did not want to lose under a pound a week. That just seemed like a failure. But now, if I lose a half a pound I'm completely content with that.
Yeah, but there are weeks where I'm like, 0.4. But then the next week I'll lose 1.4.
I'm completely content with losing a half a pound a week for the rest of, well, not the rest of time. That would limit my days. But until I get to my goal, and even maybe shortly after, my goal is 210, which I don't think is too low. My goal was my real goal was probably 205 because I want to have that buffer.
A buffer?
I want to have a buffer. That way I don't freak out. If I go to 205 and I get up to 208, I don't want to freak out. Like if I got to 210 and I went up to 213, I'd be like, oh no.
And my original
oh no, I'm fat again.
When we first started that, I said, I'll be happy if I can just get to 170. And I'm 10 pounds from that.
Yeah.
But shortly in, I said, no, my goal is going to be 150, not 170.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? This is all we know now. This has been going on for a long time. I feel like I've been eating keto now more than I wasn't. Like, it's just there. Like, and to be honest with you, I kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy losing weight. I'm going to stay keto. Even after, it'll just be in maintenance. But, what good is weigh-in Saturday if, like, what am I going to say? Like, oh, thank goodness I didn't lose anymore. Like, I enjoy this. All right, so we went to Costco today.
We did.
And we confirmed everything that I thought it would be. What was your opinion of Costco?
Okay. So it's the same idea as Sam's, obviously. That's the obvious. So to me, it doesn't really matter as far as product-wise. The bigger issue for me is going there, the parking situation. It is a further drive to an area that I don't normally go to. That's an issue. And then as we were leaving, the checkout situation seemed much worse than Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a line so long just to leave the store.
So here's my thing. You guys probably don't know this. I am a numbers guy.
He is a numbers geek.
I am a numbers geek. When I see a price, I know what that price is, and the next time I come back, I'll remember what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see the prices of everything. And even if it's something I don't buy.
Sometimes I call him from the grocery store.
I still know what the prices are.
Is this a good deal?
I can tell you this. If you go, yes, Costco has a lot of items that you're not going to find possibly at your Kroger or Walmart or whatever.
Your local grocery.
Yeah, whatever your grocery store is. But that stuff ain't cheap. They can say that, everyone can say, well, I saved so much money. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because I can sit and figure this out. I mean, it's not hard to realize that if I'm buying 50 plates at Walmart, 50 foam plates for,
$2.97.
Not even.
I'm
just saying. I know that if you multiply that by 3 times, even Sam's Club, yes, you're getting a little bit better quality, a little bit thicker styrofoam plate, but you're not saving money. You're spending more money.
Well, you did point out something with the ground beef. It was $4.97 a pound
At Costco. And
for the patties, the frozen individual ground beef patties.
And that was 90-10, if that's what people want.
Was it?
Yeah. Now, we're trying to go for a 1-to-1 ratio. So what good does it do for me to pay an extra $2 a pound versus what my limit of buying it is?
Mm-hmm.
And then have to add butter in it because there's no fat.
Tell us how you really feel.
So, what I really like, I like the 80-20.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I think that cooks up the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's got more fat in it than the 90-10. I don't like the way the 90-10 cooks. I don't like the extra price of it. I don't like, I mean the price of Costco's regular eggs, just cheap eggs,
mm-hmm.
are $2, almost $2 for 5 dozen, more than we pay if we just go to Walmart.
Kroger.
Walmart.
I thought we bought the big boxes at Kroger.
Walmart.
The only thing I paid attention to was the little guacamole cups that I like to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were more expensive at
Holy
Costco.
guacamole?
Yes. They were more expensive at Costco.
Look, if you just go in and you don't buy anything on sale or you don't use any coupons or anything like that and you just walk in and you buy the retail price of everything, you'll probably do good at Costco.
Mm-hmm.
But if you shop any sales, so I can go to Kroger,
mm-hmm.
and right next to Kroger is Meijer.
Mm-hmm. And
right
not everybody's going to have these stores.
I know, but right next to Meijer is Walmart. I can go out, which I don't have, like, my schedule's not that busy where I can't stop around. I can look at the ads and plan out what I'm buying at each store. And I can go to them stores and, Costco was cool. As far as all the stuff that they had that wasn't food, they had a lot more stuff than our Sam's Club.
Non-food
items. Of non-food.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need any of that stuff.
He's a minimalist.
I'm the type who buys something and throws something away. I don't think it was a good deal. As a matter of fact, I would actually be all right without Sam's Club. There is some stuff at Sam's Club. Look, before we got the Berkey, that was the best deal on water. But like even paper towels and stuff like that.
He's a weirdo when it comes to paper towels.
I don't ever want to run out of paper products. I might have been one of them people during the pandemic that had, well, there is no such thing as too much. But I had enough that I didn't worry. But that's because I always
He was like that before.
I didn't have to stock up during the pandemic because I already had it prior. So I was not the one really cleaning out the shelves.
9 times out of 10, if we get a Sam's Club, we're getting paper towels.
I'll tell you a funny story about the pandemic. when the pandemic hit, I actually, it wasn't the meat and the things that we eat now that I stocked up on.
No.
So when we actually got onto keto on June 28th of 2021, we still had lots of stuff from March of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Like when that
Non-perishable.
non-perishable, when that happened, I would go to the grocery every day because there wasn't anything hardly there. Like our shelves here were empty. I would go every day and I would buy ramen, and we literally could have lived for 6 months on just the ramen that I had.
It wasn't even just that. He would buy tomato paste or canned green beans or...
All right, so one of the reasons that I am what I am.
Okay, explain this.
When I was growing up, we had no food in the house. I don't know. We had no food. We literally would go weeks at a time and we would eat like baked potatoes and easy things. Like we would have peanut butter and no bread, or you know, one of my favorite snacks as a kid was saltine crackers and mustard. We literally had nothing. My mother did not cook. I love my mother, but she did not cook. My dad cooked. And when I say my dad cooked, my dad would buy hot dogs and would cook them. And it was like the greatest thing ever. And if he didn't cook hot dogs, it was always breakfast for dinner, which would have been just bacon and eggs with toast.
That would be fine.
Yes, but it would go through spells. My mother would go through spells. We would have breakfast for dinner every night, or it would be they'd go on a fast food kick. I remember we ate out most of the time. Like it was just always, there was never any food in the house. You could never just go and get food
in the house.
In the house, you would open the refrigerator and you would literally have like maybe pickles, mustard, ketchup, maybe an old bottle of ranch dressing, and a 12-pack of Diet Pepsi. That was it. So as I got older, I became a food. I hoarded food.
This is why when he finds a deal on ground beef or whatever, he will stock up and we put it in the freezer. I'm surprised we have not bought a whole cow yet.
That's just how I'm wired. I don't want to buy a whole cow because, yes, a whole cow, I would know where it came from. I would be supporting local farmers. I know, yada, yada. But I'm going to pay twice as much for that cow. I'm still paying twice as much than what I can shop because, I mean, there's even a grocery store here. I can almost always get ribeye. And it's not the top quality ribeye, but I can almost always get it for $6 a pound. Or T-bones for $4.99 a pound. So I know what I can get. So for me to go buy a cow and have it butchered and they tell me that my average was $6 a pound, that doesn't work for me because I don't want to pay an average of $6 a pound for ground beef. Mm-hmm. And if I know it's not grass-fed, grass-finished.
He's also frugal.
What's that mean?
Frugal?
Yeah.
It's a nice way of saying cheap.
It's called thrifty. And you never know what tomorrow brings. You know, I'm also a little bit of a worrywart. I kind of worry that maybe the house might fall down tomorrow and we need money to fix it.
A little bit?
I do worry about things. I worry too much.
He is a worrywart.
That's the next...
Not a little bit.
That's the next thing that I need to work on in my life.
Yes.
Is somehow starting to say, you know what, screw it, and walk off.
You don't have to say screw it.
I just need to say screw it and walk off like this. Fire alarms go off, just walk out. But no, I worry. That's what I do. That's probably why I hoard food. I really don't hoard food anymore.
Kind of. Some things.
Like what?
We have a lot of ground beef in the freezer.
Well, that's because we eat a lot of ground beef out of the freezer. All right, so, yeah. Tomorrow's a new day.
We do need more eggs for the week coming.
For chaffles?
No, we need to make hard boiled. eggs.
So, Emily went to Starbucks today.
I did.
And what did you get?
I ordered a keto pink drink, and they didn't know what that was. So I had to tell them how to make it.
They might not know what that is.
A pink drink is on the menu right now. It is seasonal, and it is a sugar-free green tea with, it's like a pomegranate, strawberry, sugar-free green tea with heavy cream.
It sounds like a lot going on in this drink.
Yeah. Well, it normally comes with coconut milk,
It
ice,
looked like it has chunky.
water, and sugar, but instead I got...
It looked chunky. Did it have...
It had frozen strawberries in it.
I took a drink of it and it was good, but I don't think I could drink the whole thing because too much of whatever artificial sweeteners are. Now, aspartame.
Now,
I like aspartame.
normally it would come with sugar in it and coconut milk, but I ordered it with heavy cream and sugar-free vanilla syrup.
But you know, some of the other artificial sweeteners other than like aspartame, they I don't know. I can't take too much of them. It just tastes very fake.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could have drank. I could probably have gotten through a half of your drink.
Uh-huh.
But then that aftertaste kind of gets to me.
Right.
And then Noah had...
But I ask for a lot of ice in mine because I like my drinks watered down.
What did Noah have?
Okay, so somebody sent me an email.
Don't forget to ask her what kind of cheese.
Somebody sent me an email yesterday. I was off work, and they sent me an email with instructions on how to make my own Starbucks. What are they called?
Eggs.
Egg
Things with cheese and bacon and what kind of cheese is that?
Gruyere cheese.
Is it Gruyere?
Gruyere? Egg bites. And so I was so excited about this email yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to make these right now. And I pull up the recipe and I'm looking at them, and it requires a silicone egg bite thing for the Instant Pot. I'm like, oh. But anyway, I got some of those while I was at Starbucks for Noah because he was saying he was hungry. I said, I'll be right back. I'll get you some egg bites. And then when we got home, I ordered a silicone egg bite mold for the Instant Pot.
So we're going to have egg bites.
So I'll get that Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're boring me. Look, so 2 of these little egg bite things were like $5. But you know what? As soon as she brought them in the car, I instantly got hungry. Instant. Hangry, quick.
I love eggs so much, and I was so excited about that recipe. So I was kind of bummed I couldn't make them.
Them things look so good.
Noah said
They
he loved them.
smelled so good.
So I'm going to make those.
And you know, when we went out last night, I don't know how keto it is, but I think it's pretty good. I had French onion soup. And it was very good.
Yeah. I'm not a soup person.
What'd you have?
Steak and shrimp. Steak and shrimp.
But I always liked French onion soup.
With cheese on top.
It's so much cheese. It's like...
You're going to choke on it?
Yes, it's almost like you're going to choke on it. It's that much. I had a big bowl. Do you love it, Derek?
Yep.
Yeah, French onion soup. It's almost...
I wonder if we could make it.
Well, we could make anything. We made a baby. Duh. Of course we can make French onion soup. But anyway, it tasted pretty keto. And you know, I looked up other places. I couldn't find... We went to Longhorn. And I couldn't find exactly...
I got Red Rock shrimp.
I couldn't exactly find Longhorn's, the amount of carbs in their soup. But other soups I looked up, it seems like it was about 8 carbs in the soup.
In the French onion soup.
Yes. And I love it. It's so good.
So, yeah.
I've only had... and then she was telling me while I was eating it, I guess it reminded her of... I guess Applebee's has
I don't know if they still have it, but they had a spinach and shrimp salad with hot bacon dressing.
But I bet it's
I
got,
remember loving that.
I believe that dressing
It probably
is very
has a lot of
sweet.
sugar in it.
I remember going to a place and getting a hot bacon dressing that you would pour. You open it up and it was in a ladle.
Yeah.
And I remember it almost felt like you were sinning when you ate it.
I'm not a salad person.
That salad was so good, but I've never had it anywhere else. I thought this place, I'm just so naive. I don't get out much, I guess. I thought that this place that I had it at was the only place that ever had it. Hot bacon dressing. But, oh yeah, it is definitely sinful.
Yeah.
It was so good. Anything else?
No. Thank you, everyone, for all the birthday love. Appreciate it so much.
Nobody
Have
said
a good
nothing
day.
about casino. Did you just say the casino? We can't keep spending money. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching, putting up with us. I know we're boring, but filming goes back to starts tomorrow because yesterday was her birthday. By the time she got in, I had got in from work. I had did a little bit of stuff. I had to clean out basically I took the water softener apart and cleaned it out. Show you that in another video. So I'm just kidding. That wouldn't be interesting. But I was working on the water softener, and then by the time she was ready to go,
It started snowing.
it was a snowstorm. It's been like 70 here all week, and now it's snowing, and the roads were bad last night, and it's just been crazy. And then we got back. She wanted to watch The Witcher, so we watched 2.5 episodes. We would have watched 3, but she fell asleep, and I had to tell her to turn it off. And then today we went to my mother's house and got a few things accomplished. Seeing my sister, and I picked up a few things that I should have picked up a while back. But yeah, other than that, it's been a good day. Other than wasting our time going to Costco.
Well, we needed to go.
It was just getting that. And you know what? We didn't spend anything, so I'll call it a win. It was like going to a museum. We just admired everything. So, all right, you guys, take care. I'm James. I want to redo it.
No.
Bye, guys.